Abundance. Welcome to my channel. My name is Gigi and this is Gigi's House of Wellness. Today I wanted to go over some subjects. I have the book, The Science of Success by Wallace D Wattles, and there is some good, this combines the science of getting rich, the science of being well, and the science of being great. And those are some classics that are very helpful, and they're all in alignment with the law of assumption and the power of the mind and the thoughts to create your reality. What I wanted to cover today was, well, there's a few things topics that I want to cover. And one is rejection. Often people are rejected and they take that as a sign of maybe they're on the wrong path. But rejection is a great indicator, and rejection is only redirection, something you might need to just tweak a little bit in your plan and your manifestation, or it's redirecting you into another direction, because often the things we think are leading us to our manifestation are not exactly, that's not exactly the path. And rejection is only redirecting you to another way of getting where you're trying to get. I was on a survival prepper channel, and she discussed how she has a job and AI is taking over her position, and her solution to that was people should have more jobs to save money. And when people speak like this, it's not in alignment with the law of assumption or manifestation. You're putting your faith in someone else's business to provide for you. That is not power. You're putting your power in someone else's hands. Then I was on another Neville Goddard group, and someone was talking about how they needed a home within 3 days, and someone's reply to that was get a job. That is such a trigger for me, because jobs are not solutions to problems. Oftentimes jobs create more difficulty in someone's life, especially like a single parent who should be home with their children and be able to be in the household with them. Getting an extra job is taking away from your family. People need people. Money is a tool that was put into this system to keep us enslaved to being a slave, to debt, and to another person's business by keeping it running and being paid pennies by the dollar. And jobs equal just over broke. And to me, jobs are jobs. They're just under broke, because nobody's surviving on a job. It's always, oh, I need more. I need an extra job. And I could see if you're a single person and you don't have kids, work as many jobs as possible. But for parents, our first priority is to the children, and they need us. And mothers or fathers are needed in the home. Whoever is the best provider or has the best income could go out there and make it, and the other person should be able to be in the home with the children. But often, in the way the world is now, there's not even two parents in the household. So whoever you are, I would suggest that you start using your thoughts and your imagination and create a better situation. Going to a job is not creating a better situation for a family unless they're in need of extra income or whatever, or just basic income to survive. But jobs are not the solution. There's been a generation, and it's the boomer generation, that was raised on jobs and education, and they think that's the way out and that's the way of life. I've got an education. I've had several jobs, and honestly, I'm not in a place where I was ever able to save money, or in this economy and then in this world, it's just some things just are not even realistic. So if we're going to be unrealistic, let's use our imagination and create the reality that we want, the life that we want, because going to a job is creating someone else's life, and it's benefiting someone else. So let's start using our imaginations and create, and the law of assumption, to visualize a better reality for ourselves. But I wanted to just go over some of this because this book is very good, and I'm actually going to probably read from the beginning to the end again. I've just been going over sections with you guys, and I like this book, and there's something he repeats over and over again, and I want to read it to you. Thought is the creative power, or the impelling force which causes the creative power to act. Thinking in a certain way will bring riches to you, but you must not only rely upon thought alone. Paying attention to personal action, that is the rock upon which many otherwise scientific metaphysical thinkers meet shipwreck. The failure to connect with personal action. And that isn't even the part I wanted to read, but here I go. You cannot retain a true and clear vision of wealth if you are constantly turning your attention to opposing pictures, whether they be external or imaginary. Do not tell of your past troubles of a financial nature if you have had them. Do not think of them at all. Do not tell of poverty of your parents or the hardships of your early life. To do any of these things is to mentally class yourself with the poor for the time being, and it will certainly check the movement of things in your direction. Here I go. There is a thinking stuff from which all things are made, and which in its original state permeates, penetrates, and fills the inner spaces of the universe. A thought in this substance produces the thing that is imagined by thought. Man can form things in his thought, and by impressing his thought upon formless substance can cause the thing he thinks about to be created. In order to do this, man must pass from competitive to creative mind. He must form a clear mental picture of the things he wants and hold this picture in his thoughts with the fixed purpose to get what he wants and the unwavering faith that he does get what he wants, closing his mind against all that may tend to shake his purpose, dim his vision, or quench his faith. So what he's saying here is we get distracted by thinking about the things that are in the way, or we think are obstacles in our vision and our creation. And that is a distraction, and it is going to throw you off of your journey and your vision if we're always focusing on the lack or what we need to continuously fulfill this mission here, or your vision and creating whatever reality it is. Stop thinking of the obstacles. I will start to think of something that's in the way, and I have to correct my thinking and only focus on that I am, that is my goal. I'm only thinking of that. I'm not going to think about all the obstacles. And if you speak to other people about your mission and your vision, they're going to often bring up the obstacles. And those are the people there's certain people you just can't talk to anymore, or you won't be able to talk about your vision or what your goals are, because they're always telling you, oh, you can't do that because of this. Oh, what about this? You can't talk to those people. You got to start being around people, or to yourself, which I have to do, to create my vision. I can't let anyone disturb this because there's too much opposition and people are not on the same mental mindset as you. And you need to get around people that are, or speak to somebody, or watch these videos where people are pressing and pursuing their mission. Hurry and habit. No doubt you have many problems, domestic, social, physical, and financial, which seem to be pressing for instant solution. You have debts which must be paid, or other obligations must be met. You are unhappily or inharmoniously placed and feel that something must be done at once. Do not get into a hurry and act from superficial impulses. You can trust God for the solution of all your problems, your personal riddles. There is no hurry. There is only God, and all is well with the world. There is an invincible power in you. The same power is in the things you want. It is bringing them to you and bringing you to them. This is the thought that you must grasp and hold continuously, that the same intelligence that is in you is in the things you desire. They are impelled towards you as strongly and decidedly as your desire impels you towards them. The tendency, therefore, of a steadily held thought must be to bring the things you desire to you and to group them around you. So as long as you hold your thought and your faith right, all must go well. Nothing can be wrong but your own personal attitude, and that will not be wrong if you trust and are not afraid. Hurry is a manifestation of fear. He who fears not has plenty of time. If you act with perfect faith in your own perceptions of truth, you will never be too late or too early, and nothing will go wrong. If things appear to be going wrong, do not get disturbed in mind. It is only an appearance. Nothing can go wrong in this world but yourself, and you can go wrong only by getting into the wrong mental attitude. Whenever you find yourself getting excited, worried, or into the mental attitude of hurry, sit down and think it over. Play a game of some kind, or take a vacation, go on a trip, and all will be right when you return. So surely as you find yourself in the mental attitude of haste, just so surely may you know that you are out of the mental attitude of greatness. Hurry and fear will instantly cut your connection with the universal mind. You will get no power, no wisdom, and no information until you are calm. And to fall into the attitude of hurry will check the action of the principle of power within you. Fear turns strength into weakness. When you're thinking, oh, I gotta have this now, you are causing anxiety, which is going to break your connection with your manifestation. So correct yourself. There is not a certain time frame in the law of assumption, and when you're manifesting, time is not what we've been taught. It's not a minute and second, an hour and a day type of deal. It's just creation. With creation, there is no time. Tell yourself that. If you start feeling anxious about a deadline, like the person who was upset about the 3 days and they weren't going to have a home, you have to redirect your thoughts and only focus on, say you need a home. You start visualizing that home. You visualize the key that you have to open the door and the type of furniture you want to see when you walk in there. This is what this world is created on. Our mind and our mental pictures and our any action you could take. If you can't take any action, like he said, go on a vacation. Well, we all don't have the financial means right now. Go on a walk. You gotta redirect and redirect when you're rejected. Redirect your focus, redirect your thoughts back to what you want to see, the end results. Imagine yourself going on a walk and being in that place, that home. Keep visualizing that home. Keep visualizing that dollar amount in your bank account, that car, that relationship, that person. It's going to actually happen, and it's not going to be at a certain time. It's just going to, all of a sudden, you're going to manifest a different timeline, and you got to be prepared to step into it. So you might as well practice being in that timeline now, because in an instant, it could all change and you're going to be right there. And then, so how are you going to feel when you're right in it? Feel that, be that, live that. And I hope this helps someone. Well, I know it's going to help someone because this information helps me, and it helps keep me in my mind of creation, manifestation, assuming that everything I want is here now. Because it is, even though we don't see it on the outside, inside it's taking place, and it is creating. and you just have to keep on imagining and assuming. Thank you for coming. My name is Angela. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.